All right. Welcome back, everybody, to another stream on the Dre Sanchez YouTube channel. And obviously, I'm Dre Sanchez, so welcome aboard, guys, to another one here in X-Plane 12. Doing something different, definitely much earlier for you guys. So we'll see how it goes today. We are definitely flying on PilotEdge today. And our whole goal is to not get in trouble. We are here at Ontario, California International Airport, and we're at Terminal 2, and we are headed up to Salt Lake City today with service, with the full plane, and once we get there, we'll see if dispatch gives us something else. If not, that'll be our final stop, so we'll see how it goes. But happy Wednesday to everybody. Of course, I'd be remiss without saying capital G, capital O, capital D, bold, underline, infinitely. Thank you for blessing me with life and waking me up. Of course, my wife, kids, big up. Kids are in school. Wife is literally with me here, so she is on board. She's always in charge. You guys know that. Anyhow, without further ado, let's get this bad boy up and running and get everything taken care of so we can dust up out of here. I literally have not flown out of Ontario in a minute. Let's go outside and take a look. It's going to be a little windy out there. You can see some nice mountains there in Ontario, California. And over here is the Cajon Pass, where it brings you to the high desert. Looks like a lovely day for flying. We are at the last Delta gates. Here's the other Delta aircraft as well as ours here. So it's time to get out of here, man, so we can see what we do. And of course, my baby checking in. Big up to you, babe. Kisses, kisses, kisses. Love you, baby, for the support. And of course, babe, thanks for riding on board. My favorite passenger. All right. So as you can see here, we're going to come and verify a few things here. Make sure the plane is cold and dark. Throttles are in the idle position. And parking brake is definitely set. Didn't mean to do that. Now the gate is pushing back, but that's all right. So before we do anything, the first thing we want to do here is go to our ground operation here. And from ground, you always want to perform maintenance. Maintenance has been successfully performed. And let's see, let's even get some numbers here together. Let's see, I planned for 240. And it's only at 235, so let's plan for 220 on board. And the cargo weight is going to be 9,000 pounds. And our fuel today for today's flight is, we need, according to the flight plan, okay, Sembri put their stuff in a little bit different format now, so let me look and see what the fuel is that we need here. Okay, estimated burn. Okay, block fuel, they're asking for 29,113 pounds. So, not too far off from what we got here. So we'll do 29,150. Enter that in, and then of course, with this all being here, we want to optimize the center of gravity, and there you go. So center of gravity is definitely optimized for countering all of the body weight here and putting in here. You can see those storage bins are pretty much empty. And let's see how much cargo weight that we have here. Just checking the old flight plan here. Okay, cargo weight, it's got it at a total of 21. So let's change this to, let's say, 15,000 pounds. And it didn't do much else, so let's optimize the center of gravity again, and there you go. So now it's optimized to load the plane. And of course, before we can do anything else, let's go into the airplane and get the doors open here. Otherwise, we will not be able to load this thing. And of course, back to ground. And let's get our GPU going here. Let's call the fuel truck. Let's make sure our chocks are on. And we'll do gate configuration along with the passenger bus and the loader unit, of course. And there you go. So now we can come and put some power on the bird. Excuse me. And I still have to pre-file my flight plan, so we'll get that going. Let's get the battery on, and let's also get this musica turned off, so that we don't have that to worry about. And let's see here. While we're doing this, let me also go ahead and pre-file the flight plan here. We're going to pre-file it right on the PilotEdge. And I'm just double checking to make sure the flight plan looks good. We're going to be flying at 330 or 33,000 feet. And everything looks clear. We're departing on the Sunshine 5, Las Vegas transition. Pretty simple route today. So let's go ahead and file that. Okay. See, signed in successfully. There we go. Flight plan filed successfully. For a minute there, it was giving me a little problem. So that's been filed, so that we don't have to get any grief there. And of course, now let's go ahead and come up top, get that battery on as we stated. And let's get our buses all together here and activate the ground power. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything else here. Looks good to me. And we'll leave the APU off, standby power's on. Everything here is looking copacetic. So now let's go ahead and get that external power activated here, and you can see we need to do some work on the fuel. Let's go ahead and make sure our position light is on, and it's the daytime here. I'm flying with real time, so we don't need the logo on at all. And of course, we want these emergency lights taken care of, and the rest we'll get as we initialize the aircraft. Oh, let's come up here, of course, and get our IRSs into the align mode. And let's shoot down here and come right over here to the FMC so we can do our position initialization. Let's tell the aircraft where it is currently located, because we're nice people. And of course, this is going to be our GPS position to align. And there you go. So the IRS is now going to align on this GPS position, and we can get ready to get the aircraft loading squared away. Let's make sure this is what's in here. 29,150, 15,000 pounds of cargo with 220 packs. Alright, so at this time, let's go ahead and load. Loading the plane, of course. And there you go, guys. Rock City says, big up. Some of us do work. Rock got jokes. Hey, I'm working for you, Rock, to provide you with entertainment while you are currently at work, man. You know, it's a hard job keeping you guys entertained. For sure. So, guys, let's go ahead and get ourselves to the point where we have a flight plan filed. The route again is the Sunshine 5 Las Vegas Q70 Blip Q842 Winan Mike Lima Foxtrot on the Quinn 5 into Salt Lake City. So with that also being said, let's pull up our trusty map here and let's see exactly where we're at. And of course we'll get the ATIS before we ask for the flight plan so we know what runway to expect. I'm expecting a departure from runway 26 right, so it's going to be a very short taxi, guys. And then of course we're going to be departing on the Sunshine 5. Okay, and we are going to be transitioning to Las Vegas VOR here. So we'll depart out to the northwest with a turn out basically to the northeast because our flight plan is odd numbers. So typically this flight, well, not typically, it's indicated that this flight is flying more east than it is west with the odd number there. So we're going to come up here and transition right out of Las Vegas VOR and then on to the rest of the flight there. So with that being said, let's get you know what, let me come back here. Let's get on the right frequency here. Let's see, Ontario clearance is 18.1. So make sure that's turned up, and then also we need to add here or look at the departure ATIS is 2425. And let's take a listen to that.
26 left, 26 right.
Ontario International Airport. ATIS information Juliet 16530. Wind flow 50 at 10. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 3,800. Few clouds at 7,000. Temperature 8. Dew point -2. Altimeter 2979er. Arriving and departing runway 6 left, 26 right. Visual approaches in use. ILS runway 26 left approach in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Juliet.
Okay, so Juliet
Ontario
is
International Airport. ATIS information Juliet 16530.
297 is the altimeter.
1250 at 11.
Okay, let's shut that down and let's go ahead and call for clearance at this time. Ontario clearance, Delta 318, information Juliet, looking for IFR to Salt Lake City. See what we get here.
Delta 318, Ontario clearance. Clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Correction, Delta 318 Heavy. Clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Sunshine 5 departure. Las Vegas. Transition as filed. Climb via Sid, accept maintain 14,000. Departure frequency 135.4. Squawk 2760.
Cleared to the Salt Lake City International Airport via the Sunshine 5. Las Vegas transition then is filed. Climb via SID, except maintain 14,000. Departures 35.4, squawking 2760 for Delta 318 Heavy.
The 318 Heavy, read back correct.
Alright, so readback is correct.
Santa Monica Tower, Kodiak Niner 281 Romeo, holding short runway.
Let me try to find the...
1 at Alpha, ready for departure.
As you find the seat, be sure to
281 Romeo, Santa
Trying
Monica
to find the
Tower.
weather in
Wind
Salt Lake
40
City.
at 10. That's 19. Runway 21, clear for takeoff. And
Normally I'm flight aware, but that's not
Santa Monica,
working.
join the route.
If the overhead bin is
So,
Runway 21, clear for takeoff. At the shoreline, right turnout to join the route, Niner 281 Romeo.
Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down.
Cessna 09 Victor, clear runway 8 at Bravo.
Well, if you are seated in an emergency exit row, please read the exit seating responsibilities in the safety card
parking
in
via
the
Bravo.
back in front of you.
And pass for
Please
the
make sure
caddy.
you are willing and able to
so it
perform
looks
these
like
Via Bravo
the
for
winds
Cessna 09 Victor.
are
If you're not to
currently
perform these actions, please let a flight attendant know so you can be reseated.
out of the
Now's
north.
the time to get out any last
42
minute
minutes
text
ago,
messages if you need
wind
to,
is
but we ask that once you depart,
15 knots
please
from
put
the
away
north,
any
gust up to
laptop or
28, so this ought to
tablet.
be an interesting
Thank you and
landing.
welcome aboard.
And see if we can find the altimeter there. It's overcast.
Here, Romeo, climb maintain 9,000.
Climb maintain 9,000, leaving 6,000 for 9,000, 38 Romeo.
Okay, altimeter there. It's 29902. And it's a little gusty there, a little windy. So we're going to
Lindbergh
plan
ground,
on
Baron 169 Sierra Papa, signature
landing more
flight
than likely
center
on
in the general
northern
aviation parking area,
runway. We'll
IFR
take the
to
right side.
LAX, ready to taxi with Foxtrot, no run-up needed.
So,
Once
Let's
we
pull
pass
that
Sierra
up.
Papa, Lindbergh ground, runway 27, taxi via Charlie.
27 via Charlie, Baron 169 Sierra Papa.
it's not the chart that I wanted. We'll need it, but I don't need it right now. Let's take this chart here. And we are gonna plan on 3-4 right. It's a 12,000 foot runway, and we'll be parking on this side of the field, more than likely one of these gates here for the larger aircraft. So we are gonna plan on 3-4 right. So that means we're also going to need to get our arrival, which is the Quinn 5. And it's pretty nice because it's pretty much designed for, as you can see, 3-4 right. Even if the comms are lost, you're expecting 3-4 right. So that's cool that the Quinn 5 is already in there. And of course, let's work on our approach now. We're going to take the ILS 3-4 right. And what I like to do is take a look at the final fix on the arrival, which is Plage. And you can see here, Plage here is the initial approach fix. So that's going to be a no-brainer coming in straight in, unless things change, of course. So that's the easy one. So now we can get down here and put our flight route in. And you guys know the deal. Delta Airlines 318.
Lindbergh Tower, Baron 169 Sierra Papa, IFR to LAX, ready for departure 27.
Once we pass Sierra Papa, Lindbergh
26
Tower,
right,
27, clear for takeoff.
Sunshine 5.
Runway 27 cleared for takeoff, Baron
Las Vegas
169 Sierra
transition.
Papa.
Back to route, activate that, execute that, and bada bing, bada boom.
Contact.
We are doing good here, and let me observe the flight plan now.
135.4, OHB Jen.
Okay, next
Runway
is going to
clearance,
be
Skyhawk 221 Juliet
airway.
on the north ramp at John Wayne. I'd like to do the I-4 rating, and so I'd like to request
70.
a destination for the I-4 rating.
And from Quebec 70, we're doing blip.
the I-4, Santa Monica.
This is 201 Juliet at John
Okay,
Wayne.
from
Are you
Blip
saying I should call
back
Santa
onto
Monica or
Jetway, Quebec 842.
No, that's the destination. I didn't catch the call sign, but the destination for you is.
And we'll be exiting at Winan.
Roger.
Don't be drinking no wine.
Juliet, and,
Well, you can if you're a
Santa
passenger.
Monica. Thanks a lot.
Just remember, we don't take cash. Card only.
So call approach, Oscar
Directly to my account.
November at
We're on board
5006.
now.
Alright, let's execute
HPG,
that.
so
Get right
Approach
into
the
our arrival.
Ontario altimeter 3,
Good morning,
correction
ladies
29 or
and gentlemen.
79
Welcome
after
aboard
base,
flight
you can maintain
380
4,000.
with service to Salt Lake City. Our flight time will be roughly
79
1
after
hour
Beijing,
and 12
send
minutes.
4,000.
Transitioning
Oscar the Bubble
Mike
November.
Lima
We ask that you
Foxtrot.
make sure that all devices are in
or
airplane
ILS
mode and your
34
large
right.
devices are now shut down and
Plage.
stowed. If you have
I
not
like it.
already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your
Let's
lap.
go route.
Your tray tables and
Execute
seatbacks
that.
must be in the full
And
upright
now let's check the
position
legs
for departure.
page.
Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Alright. Let's make sure the plane is absolutely loaded. Come over here to ground. And plane is loaded. We're looking for 29,150 pounds of fuel. 29.1. Good enough. Nothing in the center tanks. You can see there's a little bit of off balance there. Just how the fuel was loaded up. So we're looking good there, guys. So they're not lying to us, man. The plane is loaded. Okay, so let's go ahead and bada bing, bada boom. Reserve fuels according to our flight plan. We are rocking with about 11,000 pounds of
Romeo, what
reserves.
altitude did you join Victor 442 at, or what altitude did you have to be at before joining Victor 442? I went up to 7,600 and then proceeded on up to, I'm currently moving up to 9,000 right now.
Okay, flap
Good deal. Thank you.
selections.
9 Sierra Papa, contact departure. Or departure, 169 Sierra Papa.
And we are going to depart flaps 5. That should be more than sufficient. It'll let us know if it's not.
SoCal departure, bearing 169 Sierra Papa, 2000, heading 310.
Temperature is 8 Celsius.
169 Sierra Papa, 7 departure.
There's our trims.
Better contact, climb maintain 6000. Climb maintain 6000, bearing 169 Sierra Papa.
And there we go, guys. Runway 26 for departure. Trims are
Tower,
3.6.
good morning.
Flaps 5.
Cardiac Manor
Our rotation
281
speed is
Romeo is
138.
3,500.
Now,
just 2 miles to the south
You know we
of
got to
the
put this
field.
information in there.
Inbound, full
31,
stop, we
38,
have
and
information,
47.
Yankee.
281 Romeo, Hawthorne Tower. You can maneuver as necessary for runway 25. Wind 280 at 9er, gust 22, runway 25,
And
clear to
this
land.
information is coming up here.
Maneuver is necessary.
Okay, 138 for we
runway
rotate.
25, clear to land, 90281 Romeo. Thank you.
OHPG on contact, SoCal approach 128.1.
And let's set that.
128.1, Oscar to Papa.
And finally, for our climb out, V2 147. Okay, that's all done there.
SoCal approach, Oscar to Papa November
Let's go
at
ahead and put our
4006.
squat code in. Squat
OHPG on
code is
SoCal approach, John Wayne
2760.
altimeter 3, correction 29840, have request. Altimeter 29840, we're requesting ILS
2760
20 right.
confirmed in. Now let's come up here to
OHPG
our,
fly heading 120.
and he gave us 14,000.
Fly heading
For our
120,
initial climb out.
OHPG.
Flight directors are on.
OHPG to maintain 3000.
And the
Then maintain
altimeter is
3000,
2907
OHPG.
niner. So back down here, this is where we get the altimeter. Here it is here, and it's going to be reflected here. So 297-niner.
1828, contact Bakersfield Tower 118.1. Contacting Tower
And
828.
we'll need to do this on the other side as well.
OHPG turn right heading 160.
Flight heading 160, HPGN.
169 Sierra Papa, clear direct ocean
29er,
side.
79er.
Clear direct ocean
All right.
side, bearing 169 Sierra Papa.
And of course, this side doesn't have the V speeds in there,
2
so
miles
we
from
can
Snake, fly heading
go ahead and throw those in
170,
there as
maintain
well.
3000 until established localizer cleared ILS runway 20 right approach.
131.
Flying 170,
rotate is
maintain
138.
3000 until established, third ILS 20 right, OHPGN.
And climb out is 147.
Bakersfield Tower, Piper 41828, ILS 30
Okay,
right.
first officer side should be happy.
OHPGN, go ahead and turn to final now.
Okay, let's go ahead and get this APU running. First thing we're going to do is get the
With India.
forward left side pump going for the fuel.
Report
And we'll
1828,
start the
Bakersfield Tower,
APU
runway
at this
30
point.
right, clear to land, wind 280
Why that
Clear
APU
land
is
30
starting,
right, E28.
let's go ahead and get
OHPGN, when you're
our
taking vectors to final, you want to
tablet
make
out
your
here.
turns before you make your readbacks. You want to start banking the airplane before you make your readback, unless you have a question.
Roger that, thank you.
That was all. Somebody's getting a nice little lesson. See if we can get chocks. Get rid of the loader unit, passenger bus.
55 Echo traffic,
config,
12 o'clock, 3
and
miles opposite direction, out to gate 6,600, typing on.
IMC 2355 right now.
Okay, how's that APU working out? Okay, APU should be up and running. Okay, you can see here the APU is available. So now we can come over here and bada bing, bada boom. Let's also, before we
Hawthorne
forget,
Tower, under
let's
281
get
Romeo,
our
vacated 25 at Delta, parking
isolation
admin.
valves in an open position.
98 Romeo,
That
taxi,
isolation
parking,
valve stays on.
Sierra
Of course,
38.
now we have our bleeds on. You can look and see
Parking,
our duct pressures
Sierra,
coming on
and you
up.
have a good day as well. Thanks for
Let's
the
put
help, and
our
we'll talk to you soon.
pressurization there. And we'll
OHPGN,
have to put our
contact
landing
Tower
altitude here in a
12618.
second. Alright.
126.8, OHPGN.
We can come here now, guys, and get rid of the GPU.
John Wayne, clearance, Skype 2312EH, ready to copy IFR to Santa Monica.
2312, John Wayne, clearance, Roger, stand by.
Thought we tied those buses, but I could be mistaken. Those are on. Let's make sure we didn't lose our data, which we didn't. That is a good thing. Thank
John Wayne
goodness for the
Tower,
standby
Oscar
power.
Delta Golf November on final 20 right.
Okay. You know what? But it did
Oscar,
cancel out our V
November, John Wayne
speeds.
Tower, wind 250 at 7 gust 18, runway 20 right, clear to land.
It's no big deal. Let's put those V
Clear
speeds back
land
in.
20 right, Oscar Delta Golf November.
See, altimeter also needs to get put back in. 29er79. Could have swore we tied those buses, but it's alright. It's not a big deal. I did the same thing.
Two 355 contact Santa Barbara approach 120.55.
29er79er, and that is in there. You can see the departure route is still in there, so that's good. Let's come up top here and make sure our 14,000 flight directors are all on. And let's look at the a few things here. So we need the elevation for our landing, which is 4425.
255 Echo Santa Barbara approach altimeter 2987.
2987,
See what was at 4425. So we'll depressurize to 4420 just to be on the safe side. And let's also come here and pre-plan our pushback. Okay, the good thing is we're not pushing back onto an active taxiway.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Alright guys, I think we're pretty much ready here. Let's also go back up top, see what else we need to do. Let's get our yaw dampers on here, and we can get our pumps going here. Put these into the auto position. Since that APU is running, it is time to let the passengers know there's no smoking on here, and seat belts must be on. And let's get our red beacon going here, guys. And we can also get the window heats on since that is electric. And the rest we'll get on once we finish rolling back. There's no fuel in the center pump, so we can also get those on as well.
Santa Monica Airport on departure flight at 0.
We'll get these generators to the on position so that they connect automatically so we don't lose power like we just did, just to be on the safe side. And of course, we want the flight deck door.
Roger, 221 Juliet. Can you give me those altitudes one more time?
231 Juliet, that's 2,000. Maintain 2,000, expect 6,000.
And how many minutes after departure?
Ground to cockpit.
10.
Tow is driving up.
Okay guys, tow is driving up, so because we are getting ready to depart, we need to go ahead and put
vector to Seal Beach as filed. On departure, climb to 2,000, expect 6,000, 10 minutes after departure.
Into the TARA, so we're transmitting our beacon code, and then while we're pushing back, or getting ready for the pushback, let's also come here and
Romeo, contact Joshua approach 126.1.
Ground is 1219.
Contact Joshua approach 126.138 Romeo.
Piper 828, taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Have a great day.
Tower.
Taxi the ramp via Alpha.
1206.
U2, 828. Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Joshua approach Skyhawk 5138 at Romeo, level at 9,000.
206. And our departure frequency, guys, is 35.4.
Altimeter 2974, by jump weather approach request.
2974, yes, I'd like to request the VOR DME to runway 17 into Victorville. Full approach from Apples.
And let's shut them up for just a quick second and get the ATIS again.
Visual approach is in use. ILS, runway 26 left approach in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, you have information Kilo.
Alberto D's in the house. What's up? What's good with you, man? Happy Wednesday to you, and Spawn Simon as well, man. What's good with you? Thanks for joining the stream, fellas, and hope your day is going well.
Visibility 10.
So big up to you, boys.
Few clouds at 4,700.
Let's finish getting
Few
this ATIS
clouds
in
at
here.
7,000. Temperature 9er. Dew point -4. Altimeter 2981. Arriving and departing runways 26 left, 26 right. Visual approaches in use.
That's why we check.
ILS, runway 26 left approach in use. VFR departures, contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if the following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact, have information Kilo.
So Kilo is current.
Ontario International Airport. ATIS information Kilo. 1753 Zulu. Wind 230 at 13, gust 19er.
Alright guys, so we do have information Kilo on board. We updated that information, and now we can go ahead and verify that we want to depart on the LNAV and VNAV, and everything else is good to go. Doors are all buttoned up. Let's just double check that once again in our tablet since we don't actually have any indication in here. Doors are all closed and sealed, and once again having the ground crew check, everything here looks good. So guys, let's go ahead and release that parking brake. And our red beacon is on. APU is on.
HPTN, taxi to ramp Bravo, monitor ground, have a
Parking
great
brake is
day.
released.
Starting push back. And you may start engine.
Taxi to ramp Bravo, monitor ground, Oscar double.
Alright,
have a good day.
Rock City Strong is giving Alberto D some love. Alright guys, so here we're getting ready to go on our journey to Salt Lake City.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your complete attention to the flight attendants as they demonstrate the safety features of our aircraft. You will notice a light illuminated above your seat. When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelt low and tight across your lap.
Alright guys, so welcome on board to Delta Airlines Flight 318 with non-stop service to Salt Lake City. We do have 220 souls on board, 15,000 pounds of cargo, 29,150 pounds of fuel, and clearance has been given for our route, so that's a good thing. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will drop in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth, secure the elastic band behind your head, tighten the straps if necessary, and breathe normally. Although the bag does not ground crew will more than likely give us our hand signal on the left side, so let's go ahead and start the right engine with that in mind.
The crew advises you it is safe to remove it. In the event that the pilot decides to take us for a swim,
we can see N2 is on the way up.
Located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests. When instructed to do so, open the plastic pouch and remove the vest. Slip it over your head. Wrap the straps around your waist and buckle at the front. Pull the strap to tighten. To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation.
Good to go. We'll leave that on auto.
Set parking brake.
If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary flotation.
Parking brake is set.
Disconnecting tow.
And starting the left side.
And seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the
left side engine
in the seat back
is on the way up.
We suggest reading this and let us know if you have any questions. Thank you for flying with us.
And there's that 25. Alright. Fuel is being introduced. Now guys, our trims are supposed to be 3.6 on the trims, so let's get that situated now. Okay, it's right at 4, so let's stab it down to about 5 and then add some. 3.5 that is. Okay, there's 3.5. Alright, we got 3.6 roughly there. Let's disconnect. And let's make sure we keep everything into the auto. Of course, we should have had it on that side. Not a big deal. Engines are running, guys, so we're looking good. So now we can turn off those APU bleeds and get that turned on and get our packs on now, guys. We're going to close these isolation valves. Of course,